Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they've come in on a... Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Hurt. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurt outright to Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, Seattle.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Walker once more, and this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That complete to Smith-Njigba. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Seahawks at 10-4 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, leaves him behind in the spin. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
We will get another look at Seattle's offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Back to throw. Hurt. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Hurt. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Hurt. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Caught by Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Running right, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hurt. And he fends him off. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds, because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
He had the touchdown pass on that previous drive, number 25 for him on the year. And he'll look to keep it rolling, first down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down, Hurt. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hurt. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the score. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. I'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Hurt. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Shifts past him. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Hurt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Hurt. That is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, it's Walker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Hurt. He finds Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Nifty move. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Hurt. Shoves him aside. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, Hurt. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
And this dominant defensive...
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again. Hurt. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Holding. Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up to...
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Throwing on first down. Hurt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurt. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Hurt. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
That goes a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Hurt. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Emmanuel Agba with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 6. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end. But a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Seahawks, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now.